Princess treatment I expect as a liberal woman. Number one, you're driving most places.
What is happening with American men? What the hell is going on? Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs.
Do you think a man should chase a woman?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
The chase is fun.
I like when guys think it's
The obsession with the chase is like a child wanting constant attention. It's unresolved trauma.
The reason why he didn't come chasing after you, even though you know the connection was real, it would have been the perfect dynamic.
Men that claim that they don't chase women are so lame to me.
Ladies, here's a tip about getting a man to chase you.
Women thrive off of validation, and when you take it away, they become desperate for it. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
You know what I notice about the men these days? They love a good chase.
Dudes be like, I don't chase women. Okay, bro, go find you a king.
Men are the biggest fucking bitches, and I just want to know why. Why is it that every single guy I've given my number...
Men, do you want to date us? It just feels like maybe you don't actually want to go out.
Some men should have to go back to...
When are we as a society going to start acknowledging the fact that the problem is men?
You need help.
Men are the biggest fucking bitches, and I just want to know why. Why is it that every single guy I've given my number to, except for one, maybe two, since I started dating at the beginning of the summer, from me going up to them, I swear to God, I just went to Chipotle after the gym, immediately make eye contact with this guy. He was very good looking. I could tell that he was interested in me, and I could tell he was looking at me for a long time. When I walked in, he was checking out, so he should have been leaving. I go in line. He circled the block and went to use the bathroom, and I could see him in the reflection of the Chipotle thing. I could see him looking at me from behind. I also was wearing gym shorts, so he might have just been looking at my ass. Anyway, looking out, I walk right past him and start walking to my car. The second I get in my car, he gets up and leaves and goes to his car. And I have a Tesla, so I had all my cameras on and saw him walking behind my car, like staring at me. Just come up and fucking say something, bro. Like, such please, I just don't What are you guys worried about? Rejection? Do you need a tampon? Get the fuck over it.
Oh, she seems lovely, but yeah, I get it. But if she noticed him and was attracted to him, why didn't she approach him herself? And there are valid reasons as to why he didn't approach her right there, especially after leaving the gym. Probably trying to avoid stalker allegations, or maybe he didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable. Nowadays, men are very cautious because one wrong move can be twisted into harassment. The reality is, a lot of men have learned that it's safer to stay in their lane unless a woman makes it clear she's open and interested. And honestly, if she truly liked him, nothing was stopping her from starting that conversation herself.
Guys, I just posted another video on chasing versus pursuing. If you have been after a girl and you feel that you're not desperate, that you're just being the nice guy, and you know, you're being like a gentleman, and she's just not taking the bait, then she does not like you. It's not that you're desperate. It's not that you're chasing. It's that you're pursuing, but the person you're pursuing does not like it. She's not digging it. Give it 2 swings and then you're out.
Dudes be like, I don't chase women. Okay, bro, go find you a king. Because I've never seen a Super Bowl trophy just be handed to the winning team. They've always had to earn it.
Men that claim that they don't chase women are so... sorry. Lame to me. Lame. What do you do? What do you chase after then? What do you do? I'm confused. You don't chase after women. So you're either going to be with a woman that chases after you. And let's be real. Let's be so fucking for real for 1 second, if we could be anything. Men don't like when women chase after them, right? It's not even natural for a woman to be chasing after a man. Men are supposed to chase after women. So if you are up in my face telling me you don't chase women, oh, I don't do all that. Oh, okay. Then be with a woman that chases you. And good luck liking her, right? For real. Because you're always going to have a wandering eye looking at women that you're not willing to chase. You're not willing to put the work in. So you just settled with who was desperate and lonely enough to chase after you. Okay. I just want to make sure you know how that sounds. Okay? Okay.
Oh, I just love the insult. Men that don't chase women are boring. In reality, men who don't chase women aren't boring at all. They're men who don't chase anything out of desperation, and that includes women. They're focused on their purpose, their goals, their growth. That's what makes them interesting and attractive. It shows they're not operating from a place of neediness or insecurity. And the moment you're not obsessed with them, the moment you don't constantly validate them, something shifts. They start to insinuate and assume all kinds of things because they realize they can't control you. They may even project their own insecurities, accusing you of being cold or detached, when in truth they're just uncomfortable with a man who values himself and won't bend over backwards for attention. And then she says those men chase dick as if the only reason a man wouldn't run after a woman is because he must secretly be interested in men. That kind of comment says more about her mindset than it does about him. She can't imagine a man choosing discipline over chasing validation.
You know what I notice about the men these days? They love a good chase. Like a hoe. Like they want to be chased like a hoe. And I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I am an old school, original OG, okay? Like, if a man is interested in me, that man is going to pursue me. If that man doesn't pursue me, I assume he's not interested in me. And then that's it. That's the end of that.
The reason why he didn't come chasing after you, even though you know the connection was real, it would have been the perfect dynamic, isn't because he didn't feel a connection, and it's definitely not because of you. Take that idea and get rid of it. The reason why he didn't come chasing after you was because it would have required him to step into the fullest version of himself and let go of his ego, take accountability, and be the man that you need him to be. It's not because he didn't have feelings for you.
You know why men are mad that women are getting provided for?
Mad, is it? Do tell.
Because they want to be the women.
Oh, of course. That would have to be the answer, wouldn't it? Because there couldn't be any possible other rational explanation, now could there?
They want to get paid to exist.
Paid to exist? Who gets paid to exist? Where exactly are they living? Because I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that would just love to sit around and do nothing and get paid. But most rational people understand that you actually have to earn your way in life. That's how reality works.
If a man swapped bodies with a woman for a day, the first thing all men say they would do is go do exactly what they judge women for. Oh, I would go sleep around, or I would go to the club and I would get guys to buy me drinks. I would go find an old man to buy me a bunch of stuff.
Maybe they just finally want to understand what it feels like to act completely irresponsibly and not be held to account for it.
So any man that acts jealous of you or judges you is just in the closet. He wants to be a woman.
Wow. So prejudice and bigotry are back on the table. But only in so much as that it's used to shame men. Then homophobic and transphobic language is perfectly acceptable as long as it's coming from a woman.
I don't know where she pulled this idea from, but men aren't mad that women are being provided for, nor do they want to be paid to exist. They don't live in that kind of delusion like most women do. Men know that if they don't perform, it affects their entire life. Career, stability, relationships, everything. Men live in a results-driven world, and they don't get rewarded for simply existing. That's why it blows my mind when some women act like just being a woman is enough to justify entitlement. Men don't get that luxury. If a man slacks, he loses everything. That being said, on the other hand, a lot of women don't even have to do anything. If a man finds her beautiful, he'll just save her. Men can't do that. A man can't sit around with nothing to offer and expect a woman to come lift him out of his struggles. Society doesn't reward men for existing. It demands performance.
I understand that you may have had experiences with girls where you put yourself out there, made yourself vulnerable, and you ended up getting hurt in the end. And now your solution is, I'm never chasing a girl again. The issue with that logic is that you are putting the blame on a past girl in your life on every other woman. All these girls that have never done anything to you, including your future wife, are now getting punished for the actions of this one or few girls in your past. What you don't understand is that you're taking the easy way out, and the easy way out is rarely the right thing to do. What you should be doing is learning the signs and what to look out for. Being able to spot a girl worth chasing versus every other girl.
Okay, so I have another controversial topic, but as y'all know, I said what I said. These thoughts really come from my mind. That's why I'm so strong on my beliefs. I believe that men are not supposed to chase women. Pursue, yes. Chase, no. Pursue comes with patience, something that a lot of people are lacking nowadays. It's more so like chess rather than checkers, taking your time. He makes his first move as a man should, and then the woman follows his lead if she likes him. And if she doesn't, man, you go on. But that chasing, in my opinion, is borderline stalking. But I only see it that way as a healed woman. Younger, immature, toxic me would have loved that chase, but that was because I was lacking something within, looking for him to feed. You know what I'm saying? Rather than looking for God to feed it. So it's he's a well that never runs dry. Y'all can't do what God can do. So now by me being healed, I don't see things the way I used to. Ladies, it's nothing cute about being toxic, a man obsessing over you or chasing you. It's chess, not checkers.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if a man is not chasing after you, like literally, like via text, on the phone, even popping up to your apartment to give flowers, he's probably not interested in you. Like, men are natural hunter-gatherers, like men who have tapped into their masculine energy. If he is not trying to court you, trying to pursue you, then he's not worth it. Like, he's lazy. Or he's just confused. Honestly, like, a lot of guys these days are confused. They are so emasculated because they are not focused on the right things in life. They might be addicted to things that don't really necessarily bring happiness, and they're not focusing on their goals either. So if they're not like mentally in sync, then they're honestly not going to be interested in any woman. And honestly, they're not worth chasing after either. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Stay crazy, my friends.
What you have to realize is that many women who think like this live in a fantasy. First of all, no man should be chasing a woman. A lot of these women are obsessed with the idea of a man chasing them. But for what? Many of them are simply seeking a feeling, validation. They keep yearning for special treatment while not even trying to earn it. A man will pursue a woman when he feels she brings value, peace, and respect into his life. He's not going to endlessly run after someone who only wants attention or treats him like an accessory. Real relationships aren't built on games. They're built on mutual effort, genuine connection, and appreciation. If a woman expects a man to pursue her, she should also be someone worth pursuing. Someone who meets him halfway, instead of expecting everything to be handed to her.
Do you think a man should chase a woman?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
The chase is fun.
Listen, you will not ever catch me sliding into a man's DM shooting my shot. That is just not, no, that's not okay. A guy that wants to pursue you, that's what a guy does. And any guy that you pursue is gonna throw you out to the gutter because you're just, he can get you if he wants you.
What's the difference between a guy chasing and pursuing?
See, I don't like chasing. Like, I don't want a guy who's blowing up my phone when I don't want to talk to him. That's not cute. But a guy who's pursuing is going to, like, actively try to make plans with you. And if a girl likes him, she'll do the same back. So it's not like a girl chasing, but it's a girl, like, matching the energy.
Reciprocating.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is something that is inherently feminine about a man that is playing hard to get in modern dating culture that I find so incredibly unattractive. I feel like in 2025, I mean, I'm new to the dating scene again after getting divorced, but I feel like I'm seeing a lot of men who are wanting to be chased. And it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, the sperm swims to the egg. It really just doesn't make sense to me. And the moment that a man starts to engage in any kind of behavior that suggests that he wants to be chased by me, it is immediately such a turnoff for me. Like, if he is starting to try to play hard to get, I'm immediately disinterested. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I was actually looking for a man.
Well, I don't think it's playing hard to get. Most men usually back off whenever they see the energy isn't being reciprocated. That's called self-respect. Many of these women wants to be chased or pursued, but then themselves wants to do nothing. I think in modern dating, men have learned to value their time. Men aren't as desperate as women think. They realize that constantly chasing someone who shows little to no interest is a waste. At the end of the day, relationships are a two-way street. And if a woman feels like she doesn't need to put in effort, then most men will simply walk away. A lot of women, including this woman, take offense to that and call these men feminine, when in reality he realizes his value. It's not about being feminine. It's about having standards and not tolerating one-sided effort. It's funny how when a man refuses to be used, suddenly he's weak or feminine, when in truth, that's the strongest move he can make.
This is a message to all the men. I'm telling you right now, the kind of girl you want to date is the one that hates all men.
Sounds like someone is trying to get a date.
Why do men feel the need to be chased and always want to play games?
That's false. That's false.
Motherfucker.
That's false.
We're both pointing guns. We both
Oh, we don't feel the need to be chased at all.
Yes, you do.
No, how?
Excuse me.
Like,
Wouldn't
for
you be
example,
so bored if a girl was like every day texting you constantly?
You can say the same thing for you guys. It's
I
just
would
the
love
power
it.
dynamic. It's also like literally the law of attraction. You want what you can't have. It's like
But I'm not
physiologically,
like
it's inbred with us.
Wait. What?
This is the reason why I believe women should chase men and not the other way around. Now, before women go hating on me, you want that commitment, right? You want that ring, right? So it's your job to prove to him why it's worthy of you. For one, it's always men chasing you in the beginning, and when they get what they want, that's when they could chill. It's the same for you, right? If you want a commitment, you're going to do what you can to get what you want, and then you'll feel relaxed. Men put in all the work in the beginning, and then you reciprocate that. Not only that, but it's actually a submissive and feminine quality to be chasing a man, double texting him, spamming his phone, because you are excited about him. You're embracing how you feel. And coming from that state of nurturing, wanting to take care of your man and giving him reassurance, trust me, that will make him want to commit to you.
Now, I do agree with this, but that's not how modern women see it. They don't believe they have to put in the work to get a ring. They just think a man should want to marry them because she's in his life. They even have an issue with the word submission. They say it's being a slave to a man. But what they don't realize is that submission in a relationship isn't about slavery. It's about trust, respect, and balance. It's about supporting each other and letting each person play their role in a partnership. Instead, many modern women treat it like a dirty word, ignoring the fact that mutual effort, compromise, and understanding are what actually make a marriage work. They expect the man to do all the heavy lifting while they coast, and then act surprised when the relationship struggles. On top of that, many modern women act like love is just a feeling they're entitled to, instead of something that's earned and maintained every day. They want stability, comfort, and validation handed to them, yet resist the idea of sacrifice, patience, or personal growth.
We need to talk about what is happening with American men. What the hell is going on? Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs in New York, but they don't even acknowledge you when you come and sit on the same table as them. Why am I joining your table and you are making eye contact with me and you're cutting your eye at me and looking away? In that particular case, it was just the acknowledgement of, yeah, you're right, and then keep it stepping. Like, I'm British, we are unfriendly as fuck, and you can't out-unfriendly us. If you're going to do that, that's a record-breaking achievement, and the fact that men in New York can do that is unbelievable. I was talking to my American friend about this, and he was saying, yeah, we do actually just have a bit of an American bitch boy problem. Like, there is just like a national bitch boy problem. And this is happening in the celeb world as well, not just with the common folk. So what is happening with American men and the pursuit of women? I need to know.
First of all, I just feel like men are not actively pursuing women anymore because you got bitches out here that's like doing shit like this.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look at the hives I just got, literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like ow! It stresses me out! Don't look at me!
Yeah. The men are worried about themselves now. At this point, they want you to shoot your shot. Because when they do, they are constantly turned down, being called a creep, being told that they're being harassed, that women are being harassed by them. And let's not talk about the conversation of women talking about how much they hate catcalling. But then at the same token ask questions like, but why aren't the men trying to holler at us anymore? And before I continue, I do want to touch base on the whole New York attitude thing. Baby, let me tell you something. There is nobody in the world that has a worse attitude than a New Yorker. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Y'all attitude, trust me, does not compare. We have the worst attitudes than anyone on the planet. We are the most standoffish people. Like, you look at us for too long, and you finna be asked what the fuck you looking at. Can I help you? Do you need something? Like, when I moved to the South, everybody was all, good morning, good morning. I'm like, do I know you? I grew out of it. I'm kinder. I'm nicer now. But back then, do I know you? Why you talking to me? Who sent you? Yeah, don't nobody got a worse attitude than a New Yorker. We are blunt and we don't give two fucks about you. And I don't know what your friend was talking about with the whole bitch boy or bitch man thing. Nah, I think that's just a him thing. Because that's not it. The men are just sick of your shit. Like, girls say things like, oh, I can't stand when a man is trying to befriend you and get to know you and then eventually tries to talk to you. That's an ick. It's like, how can they win? What are their options? You know what it is? To not try to pursue you at all. They don't give a fuck about pursuing you now. Now they want you to take the steps. They want you to work for it. Even when a man is genuinely trying to know a woman or get to know her and he approaches her, hey, how you, ew, get away from me. All right, then. That's why the New Yorkers, they be like, well, fuck you then, bitch. The last thing you want to do is deny a man in New York that's trying to holler at you, because one minute you beautiful, the next minute you look like a monkey. But yeah, I mean, that's just my take on that. I just feel like men they're tired of being turned down. They're tired of being called creeps, and they like, fuck it, shoot your shot.
I mean, this isn't a secret. Countless times we've seen women showing exactly why men shouldn't approach them. Granted, it's not all women, but a majority have found ways to ruin genuine interaction between the sexes. This doesn't only hurt good men who want to date. It also hurts good women who genuinely want a family. Men are increasingly hesitant to approach, and their reasons are very valid. When effort, respect, and genuine interest are met with entitlement, games, or criticism, it discourages men from even trying. Over time, this creates a culture where authentic connection is rare, where good intentions are met with skepticism, and where men prioritize their goals, self-respect, and boundaries over chasing validation that may never come. The unfortunate reality is that both sides lose. Men avoid engagement, and women who are truly serious about love and partnership are left wondering why they can't find a committed, respectful partner.
Men have both chase instinct and pursuit instinct. Chase is coming from their lower self. Pursuit is coming from their higher self. Chase is coming from their animal self. They chase what moves, they chase what's shiny, what's attractive, what they're curious about, what they find interesting, like dogs. But pursuit is coming from their masculine core, their masculine spirit. And they pursue what they see and know and feel is valuable. If you want to be pursued by a man, you have to be in touch with your inherent self-worth. You have to know and feel and believe with all of your being that you are valuable. Okay, so you can show up in the world like that knowing that you are valuable And when you show up in the world like you're valuable, that's the only time a man can see you as valuable, and that's the only time you can inspire a man's pursuit instinct. A lot of beautiful women get chased by a lot of men but are not pursued, and me included in my past, because they are not connected to their inherent worth, and so they're not showing up in the world as their inherent valuable self. But every woman can get reconnected to their inherent self-worthiness by doing the inner work.
I asked 20,000 men what they wanted in a woman, and not one of them said, I want a woman that's half naked on the internet. Not even one of them said anything about how she should be great in bed. Mind you know what they said? I want her to be kind. I want her to be feminine. We're not looking for a slave. We're just looking for a partner. Not somebody who will be randomly angry at everything that I do. Not somebody that will make me walk on eggshells every time I'm in a relationship with her. We want a woman who will admit when she's wrong. That is the most attractive quality in a woman. Mind you, these were all men speaking. So if you think men are shallow and they only look at appearances, I want you to think again. Because I dare to say that it is us women who have it backwards. Trying so hard to be the most attractive woman on the internet. So many women are competing to see which women can show the most skin on the internet, who can twerk the best, who can act like she's the best in bed. Grow up. You are the one that's confused because you don't understand why you get 1,000 likes, but not one of these men, not one of them takes you seriously enough to want to make you his wife. Wake up, ladies. Who are the ones being shallow here?
That's because men are simple. Men are actually looking for the innate qualities that women have: kindness, warmth, femininity, support, and the ability to bring peace, while many women are focused on materialistic things. A guy who's 6 feet tall, has a good job, drives a nice car. They see that as the baseline, not the exception. But men aren't obsessed with brands, money, or status symbols. They're drawn to how a woman makes them feel, how she nurtures the relationship, and how she adds value to their life beyond appearances. That's why no amount of designer clothes or expensive dinners will make a man stay if the woman lacks character, respect, or genuine connection. Men want a partner, not a checklist, while too many modern women are busy turning dating into a shopping list. And women who are trying to be the most attractive on the internet are really just insecure women. They're constantly seeking validation from strangers because they don't feel enough on their own. The filters, the angles, the endless posting, it's all a performance to prove worth externally rather than cultivating confidence internally.
Ladies, here's a tip about getting a man to chase you. A man is not going to chase you unless you give him an opportunity to do that. Playing hard to get before he's even interested in you, it's not going to work. If you've been out on 1 or 2 dates and you're playing hard to get and you're wanting him to do all the chasing and do all the hard work, he's not going to do that. He hasn't made up his mind whether he's interested in you or not. So don't play games. Give him an opportunity to decide whether he wants to chase you. Be polite, return his calls, reply to his messages, and let him decide if he wants to chase you. He's not going to do that voluntarily by you playing games.
Why don't men approach women anymore? Have you noticed this happening? I mean, I have not because I've been married for 10 years, but I'm getting this question all the time from the women that I work with. And here's my take on it. My take is that you are not being approached by men because you are unapproachable. I don't think that it's something that's in the water. I think that women need to have a little bit more compassion and understanding for what men go through. Men being the ones who have to put their ego aside. They're the ones expected to just go up to a woman, strike up a conversation, run the risk of rejection. We're all terrified of rejection. That's a whole other topic. If you want him to approach you, you have to be approachable. At least send over the signals that he will not be rejected. He will not be made to feel like a complete fool and loser if he comes up and tries to talk to you. So make eye contact, smile, have open body language, just be warm. That's all you need to do. You can also go up to him and start talking to him. We're so scared to show interest. If I show interest, it's going to scare him away. No, that's not what's scary. Being needy and desperate is off-putting. Going up to someone, striking a conversation, that is not scary. That's not going to put off a guy who is interested in you. Now, you shouldn't be doing all the work. You shouldn't go up to him and then ask for a date and then start planning the date, ask for his number, ask for the date, start planning. No, because then he's going to feel like, hey, why is she being so aggressive? This is a little bit too much. You have to leave some space for him to like do something. All you really need to do, men, chime in the comments, but I think that they're all going to agree with me. You have to make yourself more approachable. The end.
A lot of women have this misunderstanding that men don't like to be approached, and that couldn't be further from the truth. That belief exists mostly because they don't really understand men or what men actually want. A man doesn't mind a woman making a move on him. In fact, most men appreciate it even more because it shows genuine interest and confidence. Many modern women today carry this idea that they should just sit back, look pretty, and let the man do everything, as if effort only goes one way. But dating isn't a one-sided performance. Men value initiative. They notice when someone meets them halfway, and they respect a woman who isn't afraid to show she's interested instead of waiting on a pedestal to be chosen. Another reason why many women don't make the first move is because they're afraid of getting their ego hurt in case of rejection. Society has conditioned them to tie their self-worth to being chosen or pursued, so the idea of putting themselves out there feels risky.
Oh my god, that guy is so attractive. I want to ask for his number. I'm scared. I'm going to do it. No. Oh, excuse me?
Yeah.
Are you single?
I am, yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask for your number.
Nah, man, I'd never date a black girl.
Oh.
I'll see you later, yeah?
Ouch! Men literally used to go to war. Okay, and now they say, why don't you chase me? Why don't you text me first? I'm sorry, what, diva?
Girls used to be virgins before marriage. Girls used to be passed off from their father to their newly wedded husband. You can conveniently leave out that detail if you'd like to, but that is the fundamental difference as to why guys aren't going to chase women anymore. Men, fundamentally, only want to date women that have a high level of discernment. Why would a guy in his right mind go and chase a woman that's already had 3 husbands or 30 ex-boyfriends? This was historically also never the case. Before you start complaining about why guys won't chase you, maybe you should look in the mirror.
Ouch! These types of women are really just begging men to chase a bill. Seriously, what are you getting by chasing a modern woman today? Entitlement, attitude, demands, and on top of that, she expects you to be her dependent, her emotional punching bag, and her wallet. There's no need for a man to chase a woman if he doesn't see value in her. He probably noticed that she isn't worth it. A lot of these women are complaining that men aren't chasing them. But what are they chasing? What for? Attention, validation, a pretty face with no effort behind it. A lot of them just feel like they should get chased just because they're a woman. And with that mindset, they stay stuck in the same place, complaining about why men aren't chasing. They don't stop to ask themselves why men aren't chasing anymore. Instead of doing the work on their character, their attitude, or what they bring to a relationship, they rely on the idea that simply existing as a woman is enough.
I love when guys think it's a flex to be like, I don't chase women.
Why wouldn't that be a flex? I mean, that statement rather implies the gentleman doesn't have to chase after or pursue women that are possibly not interested in him, and he has enough self-respect to realize that it's best to get involved with a person who actually has a mutual attraction to you, as opposed to playing the dating games.
Okay, bye. Go find your husband then. Like, I'm all set.
Can we just stop doing that already? It's really not a good look, especially at this point in time. But unfortunately, there still are a lot of individuals that seem to think that shaming tactics are the appropriate way to go when someone isn't doing something that you like. But let me ask, when has shaming someone ever actually gotten them to do what you want them to do? But unfortunately, many women, when it comes to men not doing what they want specifically when it comes to dating, will actually try to shame them by insinuating that they're gay. Unfortunately, that's rather implying that there's something inherently wrong with a person who's gay. And that's just not where it is now, is it? I thought we left that behind a long time ago. But here's an idea. If a gentleman's not doing something that you like when it comes to dating, just say no thank you. Move on. Do try being an adult.
If a woman ever tries to shame you because you're not chasing her, pedestalizing her, or worshipping her, That's a sign you're actually doing something right. You're doing something right, because when a woman doesn't have control over a man, it bothers her. Women who are used to being chased, pedestalized, or constantly validated are conditioned to expect compliance, attention, and easy admiration. The moment a man refuses to play into that, it exposes the fact that she doesn't hold the power she thought she did. This discomfort isn't about you being cold or wrong. It's about her realizing she can't manipulate or control you. And that's a good sign. It means you're operating from independence, confidence, and self-respect. A man who isn't controlled by a woman's whims sets the tone for the relationship dynamic and shows that respect and mutual effort are non-negotiable. The more she tries to provoke, shame, or guilt you, the clearer it becomes that you're doing exactly what strong men should be doing, staying grounded.